I'm hungry, I smell the pie through the window. My hot bars and burn eyebrows, sing slow. I see my brethren, I holler out, easy star or son, cause that's what we believe we are. See later tracks, I'm the graffiti car that's riding, trying to beat these odds. I see my brethren, I holler out, easy star or son, cause that's what we believe we are. See later tracks, I'm the graffiti car. Haters blocking the road, trying to keep me barred. I'm writing fat shit, ain't no fighting back, kids. Get us on the bomb and tea lighting matches when I am rapping. Fold up like I am clapping. Follow my lead without a title, I am captain. Yo, sit, listen, skit, spitting a big vision. Mental paradise and physical rich living. I want it more than ever. My mind and these in a bank vault. Storming all his cheddar, this easy. Play this song and switch CDs. Underground means without the fame like Chris Breezy. This is the Bible, kid. Don't you squad get it in the wasteland. I'm like Conan, barbaric with a bar fetish. Shine bright and make the stars jealous. Let the lyrics out, grind hard cause we smart fellas. I'ma tell it to the people that don't know. Round here, there's no equal with a dope. I see my brethren, I holler out, easy star or son, cause that's what we believe we are. See later tracks, I'm the graffiti car that's riding, trying to beat these odds. I see my brethren, I holler out, easy star or son, cause that's what we believe we are. See later tracks, I'm the graffiti car. Haters blocking the road, trying to keep me barred. I swear that I'm here now, all year round. The rap game a circus, but stay clear, clown, homie, don't play. I already know what all the phony gon' say. You can blow me all day, who getting fly? Sit your ass back down, I'm stopping flights. It's the volcanic gas cloud. I'm calling cash out, that have nothing to rap about. Skip slam and
So good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? It's your boy Cymarshall, and this is episode 3 of the Cymarshall Show. Today's date is you know what date is? I think it's the 24th today, I believe, or it could be the 25th. However, we want to start today's show off with thank you. Start off every show with thank you. So, Universal Gods, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to wake up this morning to be with y'all today. I'd like to thank you for my inner peace. I'd like to thank you for my inner happiness. Gods, I'd like to thank you for health, knowledge of self. I'd like to thank you for spiritual awareness. I'd like to thank you for my family, my friends, all the love in my life. I'd like to thank you for being here. Abundance, affluence, prosperity. I'd like to thank you for my healthy heart, my healthy brain, my healthy lungs, my healthy intestines, my healthy body. I'm blessed every day and every way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I want to start today's show by talking about something I've been thinking about a lot. And that's time. Time. I feel like a lot of times we don't respect our time. A lot of people can't get a lot of things done, and it's because they're using their time wrong. And I know I can't say I always use my time correctly. For instance, I'm probably running off like 2 hours sleep right now because there's like so many things I want to accomplish during the day. And I feel like I can't rest at nighttime unless I've done a certain amount of things. It's like I don't want to waste a day. Sometimes I feel like it's really hard for me to relax because I feel like if I do relax, somebody else is doing the work that I should have been doing, and they're gonna get to the slice of the pie before I get to it. However, there's enough slices of the pie for everyone, but still, I just feel like the way you use your time is a direct correlation to how successful you'll be in life. I feel like a lot of times people complain about certain things not being their way, but a lot of it comes down to the way you use your time. So a lot of times people ask me, how am I able to do, so many things? They're like, yo, you're this place, that place. And I'm like, yo, it's definitely the love within me that I use. It's the love for myself that I use, the love for other people, the love for my family members, that I put all these things together, and I try to like make sure I organize my life, but it doesn't always work well, and sometimes I put too much on the plate, and some things don't get seen. So it's like I know that everybody must be dealing with these things as far as time. And it's like there's never enough time because you have to go to work to survive. And once you come home from work, it's like you're tired, you want to chill, and you have all these other things you want to fit into your life that a lot of times gets overlooked because you're tired. But it's like, how do you use that time? When you woke up in that morning, did you use the 10 minutes to do something you wanted to do? Or was you just like, yo, the 10 minutes is not enough, so you just slept a little bit more? Because I find out a lot of the times that when we do have a little bit of time, we use it for BS. And I know I'm definitely someone who does that from time to time. And it's just like, I feel like I need a release sometimes. Like if you're always going hard, like working, you definitely need a release. And when you do get that free 10 minutes from work, sometimes you don't want to, you know, concentrate on anything important. You just want to chill. So I understand like you relaxing, like playing video games or whatever, or doing what you do. But I feel like, yo, that's the jewel with a lot of things. I feel like the most successful people, they crunch their time. Like they're serious about that. So I know when I was studying to go to school, this guy who was my professor, I remember him saying, yo, this course is so dense that a lot of people don't end up making it through. And I remember looking through the book. The book must have been like this thick, like, super thick. And I remember thinking, damn, how am I gonna get through this shit in like 4 weeks? And he was the first person to say that to me, like, yo, you can do it. It's just how are you using your time? So I remember I took that book, and I had a job at the time. I was working customer service, mortgage. I took that book, and I wrote down all the most important things in that book and put them on a piece of paper and stuck them all around my cubicle and in between my customer service calls. Like I would take a call, right, put down the phone, study, take a call, study, take a call, study. I remember I remember back then the company came out with this list of employees that took the slowest amount of time to get back on the phone in between calls. And yo, I was on the bottom of the list, it all in red, because I was studying in between the calls. And this email went out to the whole company. So everyone's like pulling their cubicles back, looking over at me like, damn, Si, you're lowest in the company. But yo, I'm sure I was the only one in there who had stuck up things from my what I really wanted to do, and was studying them in between calls. So I understood it was about the way I used my time. I had like 2 minutes in between each call, and I know that might sound extreme. However, sometimes to get where you want to go, you got to be extreme. Yeah. So moving right along, time is the theme of today. Just how you use your time going forward. Today is going to be a beautiful day, and might be parts of the day that are worse than others, but just remember you got a whole 24 hours, to do your thing. Try to squeeze in as much as you can, because procrastinating is never the look. That's the thing. If you can get something done right now, I suggest do it, because you never know what's going to happen the next day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, moving right along. I was also thinking about this morning thoughts. I was also thinking about forgiveness. A lot of people hold a lot of things inside, and they definitely end up coming out later on in life messing with them. So myself, I definitely want to send a universal, it's all good, love, peace, happiness, forgiveness. And this, I wrote this one line in the song called "Dying Breed" with my brother Skit Slam and Pace One on the Freedom album. I said, you should never hold a grudge, because the grudge will hold you. said you will never hold a grudge because the grudge will hold you. So it's never the look. I also heard this one quote. I heard like holding a grudge is sort of like holding hot coal and thinking you're about to throw it at someone. Meanwhile, the coal is burning your hand. It was a quote similar to that. But yeah, everybody's going through something, man. That's the thing in life. Everybody's always going through something, and you never know who's going through what. We're always like looking at other people, saying like, you know, their life looks great, and you seeing the shit they put in on social media, and really and truly, everybody has their own, you know, skeleton of I said skeleton of closet of skeletons. Everybody got their own shit. Everybody got their own problems, and it's a lot of the times people don't, you know, speak on their problems. So it's like, you know, these things go on, and I feel like I should perform. Everyone got their own addictions. One addiction attack another person, you can become. She searched for crack on the floor when she knew there was none. She said she was black, ugly, and loser and dumb. Wanted to kill herself and thought about using a gun. She had to spark a L, could never go clean. Life was hard as hell for a dope fiend. She didn't know it. She was hooked to the white. Smoked crack cause she liked the way it looked in the pipe. Some tried to have a word with her, she would never listen. For drugs sold her furniture and television. Didn't trust God when her mom died, he never resisted. Thought cause she had a job, she wasn't addicted. Sick kid, didn't pay rent and got addicted. Slept in the park cause there was no one she could live with. She didn't know it, cop crack and coke feeder. One night she got shot stealing dope from the dealer. So tragic, it's like magic. Too much of anything makes you an addict. It's a habit and I got to pass it. Too much of anything makes you an addict. Should I snatch it? I got to have it. Too much of anything makes you an addict. Sometimes I panic, it's so tragic. Listen, yo. He said God can't help, I ain't following him. People drink to drown sorrow, but sorrow can swim. In a world full of people, alone you became. Some are addicted to money, others to fame, depression, stressing, hurt and pain. It's like a full-time job that works the brain. Life is harder, but a fetish for drama. Your living is poor if you're addicted to war. The first step to admit began with hitting the trees. It ain't the worst yet, but addiction is a disease. You in denial, your eyes say you can't believe. Addiction is want in disguise, trying to pass for need. Illusion causes confusion, after all we only human. When using and abusing your mind and body you ruin. It's so hurting you, the only person that you fooling. Now everything you once loved, you losing. So tragic, it's magic. Too much of anything makes you an addict. Should I panic? I got to have it. Too much of anything makes you an addict. Should I snatch it? I got to have it. Too much of anything makes me an addict. Sometimes I snatch it. Yo, listen. Confused, it was likely he could never decide. He had a girlfriend, a wifey, and a shorty on the side. When they went around, he'd been with his ex to quench his thirst. He was addicted to sex over the phone, or online on the internet. At home, he always told his girl he wasn't finished yet. He was a hottie, she loved whatever he said. She was like Holly, and he was Eric Benet. In a way, he was lonely, without mental wealth. And when he mistreated women, felt better about himself. When ass was low, with his hand, he had a shower date. Watched pornos and work on his half-an-hour break. But now with his boys and girls not respected, always enjoying casual sex unprotected. One night he met the wrong girl, she said, hey, try me. Messed up his whole world, he got HIV, yo. So tragic, it's like magic. Too much of anything makes you an addict. It's a habit and I got to pass it. Too much of anything makes you an addict. Should I snatch it? I got to have it. Too much of anything makes you an addict. Sometimes I panic, it's so drastic, but too much of anything makes you a. Too much of anything makes you a. Too much of anything makes you a. Too much of anything. Yo, you know what? I was thinking about like what to do on the show. And I was like, I just want to do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to be Cymarshall law. I don't want to think too much. If I want to break out and perform, I'm going to break out and perform. You know what I'm saying? It might be 6 a.m. in the morning, but I definitely have that fire in me bright and early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm wide awake. It's like, no, I'm not. After this, I'm going to, nah, I'll get to that in a minute. But yo, I want to talk about that joint Addiction. So that is one of my favorite joints of my first album, Hip Hop in the Flesh. And the reason I broke out and did that joint is because I was talking about, time and a lot of people going through a lot of things that everyone doesn't know they're going through, and a lot of times a lot of people have addictions. So that leads me to my book of the day, and my book of the day is the book that actually inspired me to write that song Addiction. That book is called It's your boy and the boys. Now I'm saying your boy, the book is called A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. And it's an autobiography, a memoir, I should say. And it's about her life. Her childhood, how she grew up. But yo, the things she went through in that book, man, I wish somebody would make her movie out, Millionaire Mar, that's me, you know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna make that movie. I hope, but that movie, what's that joint with Will Smith and him and Jaden was in the movie? A piece of happiness, A Pursuit of Happiness. So when I saw that movie, I was like, yo, that story is deep. However, I had just finished reading A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown, and I was like, yo, but the story in A Piece of Cake is like even more thorough and like deeper than what you saw in Pursuit of Happiness, and it's incredible. So it's about this woman who story started off when she was a girl. She had to go through all this stuff, and she had all these types of addictions, and she ended up, I don't want to ruin it, but let's say she went through a lot of addictions, and she ended up succeeding in the wildest way. It's called A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. It's one of my favorite books. If I were to say, top 10 favorite books, I would say, let me give you some, see if I can give you some more information on it. See where you can get it from. Obviously, you can get it from Amazon, whatever. But, yeah, Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. Beautiful book. I definitely recommend. And yo, if you guys have any books that you think I should read, any recommendations, yo, I'm always open because I love, it's one of my things I do besides hip hop, besides writing, besides what I'm saying, doing videos, things y'all see. I love reading books. So if y'all have any suggestions of any dope books, yo, hit me up in the email. I'm pretty sure my email is in the the about section or whatever. Hit me up. If y'all got any questions, matter of fact, if y'all ever got any questions, feel free to hit me up in the about section, hit me up on Gmail, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, moving right along. I was watching, Netflix. Matter of fact, the reason I'm so damn tired and I only slept for like 2 hours because I was up all night. And the last thing that I was doing, was watching Netflix. Was that the last thing I was doing? Yeah, the last thing I was doing, I was watching Netflix, and it was I was watching this series called The Playbook, and it's about coaches. Coaches giving you all the jewels, and I love listening to coaches because I feel like a coach usually has been a player, so that they've went through years of learning the game player-wise, and then they took their knowledge and became like a fatherly figure in being a coach. And when I feel like when you're a coach, you look at the game slightly different than when you look at it like a player. It's like you have more of a bird's eye view rather than being within the picture. So I always like to listen to what these coaches have to say. So Netflix made this dope ass documentary called The Playbook, and the first episode is with Doc Rivers, who actually just became Philadelphia 76ers, my team, his new coach. So shout out to Doc Rivers, the new head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. Anyhow, he's in the first episode of The Playbook, and it's dope as hell because it's like some serious insight. In the beginning, he told this story. It's funny, I put on this Dream Stealer beat. It goes with what I'm saying. In the beginning, Doc had told this story about the teacher asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up. She asked the whole class, and he stepped to the blackboard and wrote professional basketball player. And she was like, erase that and write something more realistic. So he said, I went back to the wall, and I erased it, and I wrote again, professional basketball player. He said this went on a few times, and then he finally got in trouble, and his dad came to the school and told him off, and told him that just do something more realistic. So he went back to school the next day. Teacher asked him again, and the man wrote pro basketball player again. That's the type of story I love. But that's how it started out. But it just showed the mentality of him since he was a kid. But the whole series, the playbook, I didn't watch every episode, but I watched the first two, and it was definitely a lot of dope insight from coaches. I suggest watching that. It's called The Playbook on Netflix. So moving right along, let's get into another joint. Joint I recently heard that I love, by one of my favorite artists again, the brother Common, you know what I'm saying, off the new album. Check it out. We'll talk about it after.
Wah-da-da, cash is clay and a pot top. Shape my mind and shape of things. The trap, the grind, escape the dream. Shooting star, I aim supreme. Pop said if you gon' aim for king, claim the king. My brainstorm reigns supreme. Black superhero with the cape and wings. Still I'm a G like a mason ring. Built with gods and gangsters whose scars and faces. Traces of racist snakes that debased us. Tried to freebase us. Mark of the beast erase us. But we raised up from East Asia. Children of Mother Nature. The minority reports say that we major and we major. I see greater till the fire next time. It's burning down, there's a riot in my mind. It's a war outside. When it's quiet, it's alright in my mind. It's a war outside. Won't be quiet, it's alright in my mind. Gotta get ready, saddle up. If you really better, we gon' see. Oh yeah, gotta get ready, time is up. If you really better, we gon' see. Oh yeah, it's a war outside. Can't be quiet, it's alright in my mind. Paraphernalia, I wear like songs by Mahalia. Soldier, Buffalo, Griselda. Held the scroll that told us 7 woes and 7 plagues. Babylon dreaded days where the dead are raised. Escapades of the everlasting. Where the ghetto prays for compassion, no longer masking. Where black men and black women have been. Art, culture, fashion. The science and mad blend. Comedic attraction. We live for action. Moral art backbend. Our spirits are tapped in to the tick, 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 top. You can lick shots, strange fruit, get crops, get land, get stores, kick doors, ensure your family's good, plus the people next door. Some are tired by the time, some inspired by the times. This where power is refined, it's a riot in my mind. It's a war outside. When it's quiet, it's a riot in my mind. It's a war outside. When we quiet, it's a riot in my mind. Gotta get ready, saddle up. If you really bad, we gon' see. Oh yeah. Gotta get ready, time is up. If you really bad, we gon' see. Oh yeah. It's a war outside. Can't be quiet, it's a riot in my mind. Nation against nation, stipulation, indication. Yo. Nation against nation, stipulation, innovation. Vindication, vindication, vindication.
Yeah, that was the brother Calm with a new joint. You know what I'm saying? That joint is called A Riot in My Mind, off the new album, A Beautiful Revolution Part 1, produced by Kareem Riggins. You know what I'm saying? He got the whole album with Riggins and Glasper. Check that out, A Beautiful Revolution, Calm Sense. So yeah, the joint is called A Riot in My Mind. And you know, it's one of my favorite Calm joints off the new project. Calm has been doing it for a while. This is his 13th album, so, you know, big round of applause for Calm Sense. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to that brother for as long as I can remember, since the joint Watermelon, you know what I'm saying? You know, the real heads know. So big up Calm Sense. But yeah, I was talking about Netflix earlier. I was talking about Playbook. And speaking of Netflix, the boy Dave Chappelle. Yo, they gave they didn't give him a hard time when he requested recently for them to take off the Dave Chappelle show from Netflix. They took it down, unlike HBO, and he definitely got a problem with that, and he should. It's crazy. You can be an artist and just like have your shit stolen. Like people don't give a shit. Like some people who are not artists never know that artist struggle of someone just biting your shit and stealing it and or taking your art. Like, how does someone take your art, fam? That's mine. Like, it's my heart and soul. And you, like, even if it's an I did, I've never been able to comprehend that. Like, I mean, it is stealing. It's just like you said, larceny, whatever you want to call it. It's my art. It's mine. I created it. Like, you didn't have the insight and the brain and the heart. Maybe you could have created your own version, but the art that like you're now trying to take, that is mine. It's my own creation. And whether that's, you know, someone stealing an idea or someone you know, taking your television show, that shit is like criminal. I feel like motherfuckers should go to jail for that shit. Like, for real. Like, but I suppose he did sign a contract, but you know, like he said, but is it right? Is it right? A lot of times, you know what's crazy? A lot of times, I can't understand. A lot of times, judges, juries, whatever, they'll know what is right in their hearts, and I feel like they'll still lean towards the direction of whatever it says in the law, even though they know what's right. I can't. Yo, if we live like that, we will never like get to a higher place. It's like, I don't know, people be on some BS. Like, if it's right, do the right thing. It's not that complicated, but people always find a way to wiggle out and do what they want to do. But I feel like, you know, that's crazy. Pay Dave his money. Pay Dave his money, straight up and down. And all artists, you know, struggling out there. Not that Dave is struggling, but, you know, all artists struggling out there to to take back ownership of their shit. That shit is crazy. I don't know. These people, they might all be in cahoots. Might is not even a question. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. But good news though, as far as TV goes. I heard they were releasing Wonder Woman 1984 on TV on Christmas Day. And since brother like me hasn't been to the movies in months, I can't wait to see Wonder Woman 1984 on Christmas Day. Like, they just made part of my Christmas. I'm definitely gonna be in front of that TV watching Wonder Woman, and I can't wait for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, free the people, free the people, free art, free Dave's work. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of free the people, let's get into another joint. This joint is on the Black Belt Poems and Execute album, and it's actually called Free the People, because free the people.
Imagine walking through the jungle looking forward to make a drum, getting surrounded and outnumbered and faced with guns taken away from your people and your blazing sun shipped across the water where slave trading is done back then. We couldn't share the same water fountain. Over history, my people have climbed the tallest mountain. That's why my ancestors gained the world in me a while. Talk to black women with courtesy and explain to my sons so they learn from me. Give me the mics, get a sword reporting live like I'm running. Certainly, free us, God, body and queen. I'm a king like Martin Luther. I'ma follow my dreams. No, this ain't spiritual, mystical, it's a rule. I don't answer the jigaboo, but only the cold. No matter how difficult, I'll keep hitting you 24/7, 365. I'ma quit for
It's time to unlock the chains. Yo, we got to change. And that's why I'm saying free the people. I see the evil and that's why I fight for we the people. Say it again, I'm saying
Free the people.
you live in the mental jail, that's a mental fail. And that's why I'm saying
Free the people.
each of us more powerful than we will ever know. And so I'm saying free the people. Everybody wanna be a nigga.
But nobody wanna.
What type of shit is that to me? It's contradictory. It's been happening throughout history. Where's the victory? Try to free the people with intelligence and bravery. When we living in a country that was built upon slavery. I use my heart like it's my vision. Slavery didn't end, it was moved to the prison system. My white half white said, are you sure? I said, word to the book by Asada Shakur. Asking blacks not to speak about the problems that's surrounding. It's like saying, hey nigga, don't try to swim when you're drowning. You missing the plot, word if I'm saying nigga or not. You should be dissing the cop that just pulled the trigger and shot. Yo, Martin was Xavier, Malcolm was Magneto. Yeah, when I look in the mirror, I see both sides of me. It's time to unlock the chains. Yo, we got to change. And that's why I'm saying free the people. I see the evil and that's why I fight for we the people. Say it again, I'm saying free the people. You live in the mental jail, that's a mental fail. And that's why I'm saying free the people. Each of us more powerful than we will ever know. And so I'm saying free the people.
think positive thoughts when times is rough. And you with a strong lion heart, you will rise and brother. The dreams from my mother, you gotta love it. I'm making my mark before I kick the bucket.
Starting on me, call on the spirit of Marcus Garvey. Fighting through the walls of Babylon, we gonna carry on. Luckily I have willpower and my back is strong. Even after all, my people rise and then we stand with song. It's time to unlock the chains, yo we got to change. And it's why I'm saying free the people. I see the evil and that's why I fight for we the people. Say it again, I'm saying free the people. You living in the mental jail, that's a mental fail. And that's why I'm saying free the people. Each of us more powerful than we will ever know. And so I'm saying free the people.
Free the people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get yours while you can get it. Cause you never know. You never know. You better live while you can. Real shit. You better get yours while you can get it. Free those people. I feel like now is the time to get yours. Now is the time to get yours. Because if you don't get it, somebody else is gonna get it. Today is a new day. You know what I'm saying? It's bright and early in the morning. What you gonna do today to get yours? What you gonna do today to get yours? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do today that was different from yesterday? Or are you gonna do the same thing? You're gonna do the same thing. Because, you know, it's a new day. And if you're not doing it, somebody else is. You better think of that new idea, that whatever you've been holding inside, that dream you've been thinking about doing. Yo, do it! Do it! Yo, I'm here to tell you, don't wait for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do it, somebody gonna bite your idea and do it themselves. Do that shit, fam. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't be afraid to fail. That's the thing that holds so many people back. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. This is my life. I'm definitely gonna do all the things that make me happy. Who gonna tell me what? This is my life. I'm gonna sit in my studio, wear my shirts, talk my ish. You know what I'm saying? This is me. I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? So, you have 24 hours. It's your 24 hours. What you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you don't get where you're going, it's only you to blame. At the end of the day, if you do not get where you're going, it is only you to blame. We ain't out here playing the blame game. But you know what? In saying that, you have to remember that it's not about the destination. It's about the journey, and the journey is what's going on right now. So if you're not doing what you want to be doing, you know, years from now, you ain't going to be doing it. Do what you need to do right now and enjoy the hell out of it. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Don't allow people to tell you what they think you should be doing, because they will. They will in a heartbeat. They'll tell you who you are in a heartbeat if you don't tell them. But yeah, nobody's telling me who I am. This is my life. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Even though I say that, I understand that if you have family and you have obligations, you can't just like wild out and like, you know, be selfish and only do you. Being the best of yourself, I think, is being the best for the people around you at the same time. So although I'm saying like, do you, like, do you, but however, take care of the people around you, take care of the people that love you, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you do that, then life will turn around and take care of you. You take care of the people around you that are there most in your life every day. And I feel like life will turn around and take care of you. And besides that, you know what I'm saying? Do you to the maximum levels. Do you to the maximum levels. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's how I live my life. I feel like that's actually my religion. People be like, yo, what's your religion? And I'll be like, yo, I don't subscribe to any religion. My religion is love. You know what I'm saying? Those who know me know that, you know what I'm saying, I got love within me to maximum levels. I'm not saying your religion is right. I'm not saying your religion is wrong. I'm just saying my religion is love. My religion is love, love, love. Listen, I'm not saying Jesus didn't exist. I'm just saying that y'all never met the man. How y'all expect me to follow the holy book when y'all can't even agree on how the main character looked? Was he black? Was he white? Or maybe he was blue? Nobody knew, but we act like we know more than we do. My thoughts are without fear and original, let's make it clear. I believe in God and I'm spiritual. Thinking I'm dissing your religion, I ain't though. I refuse to believe just because you say so. Imagine finding everything you told lies, so I keep it between me and the Most High. Word to my heart's hurricane, my brain's lightning storm. I don't think the plot is as simple as right or wrong. How we started and how we end is debatable. I'm just saying my religion is love. I'm not saying your religion is right. I'm not saying your religion is wrong. I'm just saying my religion is love. My religion is love, love, love. Yeah, I'm not saying your religion is right. I'm not saying your religion is wrong. I'm just saying my religion is love. My religion is love, love, love. You've missed the point of picture. If you listen, it's like this. You've missed my point of vision. If you get mad or offended at my opinion, know it's mine. I didn't force you to listen. Now listen. My religion is love. And the love within me is what allows me to be here today with you. And that's all I'm trying to say. Use your time correctly, because what you love, the things you give most attention to, is what will always manifest and come out in your life. So time, it all comes back to time. Time, love. You know, when someone be like, they didn't have time to hit you back, I never believed that shit. Because you know what? People make time for the things they love. So it all comes back full circle. Time. I wrapped it up nicely, didn't I? I'm a joker. I can't help it. Listen, so the quote of the day. Oh, before I wrap this up, I wanted to talk about yesterday I heard they found 12-foot tall silver monoliths in Utah. And I looked it up and I seen the joint, and you know, so far they don't have an explanation for where it came from. But it's just interesting as hell, whether some space odyssey, alien shit. I'm always interested in stuff like that, like the guide stones, the crystal skulls. So if anyone knows anything about that, send me a message. I'd like to know. Fill me in. I love all that stuff. So anyway, the quote of the day. It's very simple. Let me look it up to make sure I say it correctly. Even though it's simple. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to mess up. It's from Einstein, and the quote is, "I don't have to wear socks if I don't want to." And it's the quote of the day, one of my favorite quotes, because that's how I feel every single day. Life, society, people, they'll try to fit you into some box, make you conform to some shit that they tell you is right. But who's to say what is right and what is wrong, what is fucking good and bad? Like, what I should do, what you should do. Like, I don't have to wear socks if I don't want to. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do the things that make me happy. And if I don't want to wear socks, I ain't wearing socks. And on that note, my name is Cymarshall. This has been episode 3 of the Cymarshall Law Show. Thank y'all for having me. I'll see y'all soon. Peace, love, and positive energy. Cymarshall, and I'm out.